I was only 19 when my life changed forever. Back then, I was broke, desperate, and stupid enough to believe one small mistake wouldn't destroy my future. But I was wrong. Very wrong. It started inside a convenience store on a freezing winter night in Chicago. I hadn't eaten properly in 2 days. My mother was sick. Rent was overdue, and my wallet was empty. I remember standing near the counter, staring at a few sandwiches and a bottle of water, while the cashier argued with another customer. That's when the thought entered my head. Just take it. One stupid decision. That's all it took. I slipped the food inside my jacket and walked toward the exit, pretending everything was normal. But before I could leave, a hand grabbed my shoulder. Hard. Empty your pockets. The store security guard dragged me into the back room while customers stared at me like I was garbage. I kept apologizing. It's just food, please. But nobody cared. The police arrived 20 minutes later. That was the first time I ever wore handcuffs. And the moment those cold metal cuffs locked around my wrists, I felt my old life disappear. At the police station, they treated me like a dangerous criminal. Fingerprints, mugshots, interrogation. A public defender I met for barely 5 minutes told me to plead guilty because it was my best option. I thought I'd get a fine, maybe community service. Instead, the judge sentenced me to 6 months in county jail because of prior school violence reports from years earlier. 6 months for stealing food. The moment I entered the jail, fear consumed me. The guards screamed constantly. Metal doors slammed like explosions. Everywhere I looked, people stared at me like predators watching prey. The smell inside the jail is something I still can't forget. Sweat, blood, mold, dirty water, and hopelessness. That first night, my cellmate asked me one question. "What are you in for?" When I answered, he laughed. "Food," he said. "You're dead in here." I thought he was joking. He wasn't. The bullying started immediately. Inmates stole my food trays, shoved me in hallways, punched me for no reason. The guards ignored everything. One night during lockdown, 3 inmates cornered me in the showers. I still can't talk about everything that happened there. Even now, years later, my hands shake thinking about it. After that night, something inside me broke forever. I stopped sleeping. Every sound terrified me. Footsteps in the hallway, keys jingling, doors slamming, screaming from distant cells. I lived in constant fear. Some nights inmates would beat each other so badly the walls turned red with blood. Once, I watched a man get stabbed with a sharpened toothbrush over a gambling debt. The guards arrived too late. I still remember the screaming. I started having panic attacks. Sometimes I couldn't breathe. Sometimes I'd wake up screaming from nightmares. But nobody cared. In jail, fear is entertainment. One older inmate named Marcus eventually started protecting me. He told me something I'll never forget. "Jail doesn't punish people," he said quietly. "It turns broken people into monsters." Marcus had spent half his life behind bars. He knew how dangerous that place really was. One night he looked at me and said, "You don't belong here. If you survive this place, never come back." I promised him I wouldn't, but surviving became harder every day. Near the end of my sentence, a massive fight broke out between rival gangs inside the cafeteria. Tables flipped, people screamed, weapons appeared from nowhere. The guards fired pepper spray everywhere. I got trapped in the chaos. Someone hit me in the head with a metal tray. I collapsed onto the floor while dozens of inmates ran over me trying to escape. I honestly thought I was going to die there. When I woke up in the medical unit, my face was swollen and my ribs were bruised. A nurse looked at me and whispered, "You're lucky." But I didn't feel lucky. By the time I was released, I wasn't the same person anymore. The outside world felt strange. Loud noises made me panic. I couldn't sleep without checking locks repeatedly. Even hearing police sirens made my heart race.